What's up, everybody? This is the Jedi. This video is going to be all over the place. I'm telling you now. All right? It's going to be all over the place because this is one of those rare situations where my damn cord is attacking me. Anyways, this is one of those rare situations where I have some things that I want to talk about that are not one topic and they're not related so much, but that I need to communicate them to you. The first thing I want to say is that this video was supposed to be the prophecy video that I told you about, which is a profound piece that I'm extremely proud of, and I'll release that next. All right. In fact, I'm probably not going to allow a whole lot of time between this video and that one. This one, I just want this one out there because the prophecy video is so much more important. Although I feel that what I have to talk about in this is important as well, but it's not as important as the prophecy piece. So I've said that, but I may hold the prophecy piece until tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I don't know, because I told you then after the prophecy piece, I've got like a 4-hour video. And I promise you, every frame of it is worth it. And it's even more important now because of something I'm going to share with you later on if I don't forget, inshallah. Anyways, I also want to shout out my girl Mika. I love you so much. And Empress de Aquilan, formerly known as Miss Diva Queen Lopez. I love you, ladies. You're on my mind right now, and you know, not that everyone else is chopped liver, everybody. Y'all know I'm random. And then it's y'all fault because y'all know I put out videos where I'm just doing shout outs to my people and nobody watches. So what's a brother supposed to do? You know? So anyways, there, you know, sometimes I do shout outs when people are just on my mind right at that moment when I'm speaking. You know, there's others, but specifically those ladies and K.R. Watkins. Damn it, I may do shout outs at the end of this video. Alright, fine, whatever. Fine. But here's what I want to get into, everybody. First thing is, I'm going to share with you a video that was going to be separate. And because the video that I did about Loni Love is not a video that's been taken down, there's no strike on it. They've got some new bullshit where they want to warn people that the information is controversial and all this bullshit, which it's not. It's just telling the truth about white folks, you know. And their asses are going to continue to bleed as time goes on because their numbers are dwindling, you see. And equality feels like oppression to them. So we can't help that, you know. But we're going to continue to exercise our God-given right to speak whatever is in our hearts and is on our minds. So we're going to get a little lengthy because I'm going to play that for you now. It will just start as if it was an individual video with the intro and all that. And not the intro, but just like me saying what's up, everybody, and all that. So I want to get into that first. And then I'm also going to be talking about, I want to break down for you once and for all that African people are the only people that have the right to scream anti-Semitic or decide when something is anti-Semitic. We're going to put an end to this anti-Semite lie that white people who are not Jews play with the rest of humanity. I want to deal with that. And I also want to deal with showing you how quickly they try to rewrite history because George H.W. Bush just died, and you know they now want to act like he was some saint and so I have some thoughts on that. And also some very stinging things that I want to talk about with regard to this Megan McCain bitch that's on The View. I'll be playing that clip for you as well. So again, it's going to be just kind of all over the place, but I just have to let what's going to come out of me come out of me. You feel me? So that's what we're going to do. And yeah, that's what we're going to do. So first, let us see now this. I really don't even need to play the whole piece. I can shorten us up by just telling you, look, I'm playing it, damn it, I'm playing it. I prepared it, so I'm playing it. So let's play that now, and then I'll come back. Let's go. What's up, everybody? This is the Jedi. Just a quick word about the Loni Love video that I did. As you see, when you click on the video, this is what you get. And then when you click on it, you can watch the video. If you click I understand and wish to proceed, you can click on that. All right. It's not a strike or anything on my channel. There's no penalty. This is just white fragility. You see. I think there's nearly 2,000 views on the video. I don't know now what the view count is. But the fact of the matter is that there is nothing about this video other than me exercising my First Amendment right that I don't need from a white man. The fact that Allah breathed life into my soul and decreed that I come to earth gave me every fucking right I'm ever gonna need. And you need to understand that for your own life. No human can give you a right. The arrogance of this enemy. The arrogance of this enemy. This is why I tell my people, you got to come away from they fake made up religion, and you have to understand and draw close to the one that created you and absolutely know who he is and what he has said and decreed for you and your life. You understand? No one gives me a right to do a damn thing. Let us be clear. Let us be clear. All right? Shout out to K.R. Watkins, who was the first one to give me a heads up on it. I love you. But as I say, you can click the video where it says I understand. What's up, and you can watch the video. And I repeat again, our history is like no other people's on the earth, everybody, because of white people. I'll say it again. Our history and our current day situation is unlike any other peoples on the earth in history ever in existence because of white people. And we are under no obligation, no matter how fragile or how ass hurt they get, we are under no obligation to have any love for them. You understand? This video was about Loni Love and more about interracial relationships and dating. I'm even seeing white videos, finally, from white people asking, are the elite trying to force interracial relationships or something like that? You can just search them. There's finally white people doing videos on it. But I've been screaming from the mountaintop for at least a year that every single commercial, no matter what the product or how long or how frivolous the commercial is or whatever it is, it's black and white. Now that's what my two damn eyes know. You see? And I have very big, beautiful brown eyes. I see down the street and around the corner. Do you understand? Yo tengo grande ojos café. You see? Oh yes, I see down the street and around the corner. I understand that. So, fear not on this video. Fear not. Fear not on this video. You can just click it, and because I know KR was saying she didn't want to click anything because she didn't know if it would do something, or just, she didn't want to. She was looking out for me. Again, that black queen love. You're always looking out. I love you, black sisters. I love you. I love you. I love you, and I've made that abundantly clear. Anyways, so there's no issue. You can click on the video, everybody. It has been absolutely well received. because why wouldn't it be? It is the truth. Um, I have been deeply humbled by some of the comments that people were saying about how eloquent they thought I had laid out the information and all of that. I thank you, but again, I take no credit, everybody, because as you know, those of you guys that have listened to me and been with me, or even if you knew and you've been with me long enough to know what I'm about to say right now, I only and always speak directly from the heart. That's it. When I did, excuse me, when I did this video, I had just watched, I don't know if it was online or if it was on TV, because my thing records. But anyways, I had just watched something and they revealed Loni's boyfriend or whatever. That's it. And I turned on my stuff and said, "What's up, everybody? This is the Jedi." And that's what came out. That's what came out. So, no issue with the video, everybody. It looks like, oh my God and oh my God, but there's nothing going on. Nothing going on. And I've actually appealed it, saying to them, stop trying to suppress black people's First Amendment right. And I also instructed them to go and watch the damn video for themselves. There's no issue with this. But it's white fragility. You understand what I'm saying? How can there be 2,000 fucking views on the damn... Let's see what the number is. Let me stop speculating. I was trying to get some of you guys' comments answered because I haven't been able to get to comments in some time. So I wanted to, I was trying to do that, so I had the inspiration to do this video that I'm doing now. Okay, so there's 1,608 views on the video so far. There's 8 dislikes, but 114 thumbs up and 126 comments, all positive. You see what I'm saying? So white fragility, white racism, white hate, white dislike of truth. You see, because if I had been speaking about a Pakistani or anybody from the Middle East or a Latino or an Asian or another African person or anything, there'd be no issue with this video. It's sick-minded of white people to think that we're all supposed to fall in love with them. You understand? Because the strategy now is the old adage: if you can't beat them, join them. So I just showed you I just released yesterday this video that you guys should be watching, Roland Martin and Jane Elliott, because one of the things that Roland Martin pointed out in that piece was that he cited books. In fact, Jane Elliott cited books where they had written that since President Nixon, they have been in fear, is the word she used, in fear about there's not enough white babies being born. And then Roland Martin cited another statistic where he cited several states where the death rate of whites is higher than the birth rate of whites in those states. All right, he cited that. If you haven't watched that video, you guys, you must go and watch it. This is the video, but I've put the link to it because I couldn't play the video for you. But there's the trove of information that they were just, it was everything. That's why I was so excited to share that with you. But anyway, so this white fear, you see, and so that their numbers are declining. I had sourced probably 15, 20 pieces, including videos that I had at one point started preparing for you, but it just got too voluminous and I moved away from it. I'll probably go back to it. But it was just about that. About, because I was going to be outlining how they're talking about the age that white people are dying now and the stuff they're dying of. This is before you even get to the opioid crisis. Like, they are just dying off. Finally. They're just dying off. And they're not able to reproduce themselves, you see. And so now it's, well, if you can't beat them, join them. So there's this over promotion now of everything. And I told you before in pieces of work, we don't use the word interracial because that misstates the facts. And we have to speak in clear terms. You know, white people always say they're sick of this politically correct stuff. They're sick, but they only want that for them. They don't want us to be politically incorrect, because then we're going to tell the truth about them, and they can never handle that. You see? But it misstates it when you say interracial. No, no. Black and white relationships, black and white propaganda, black and white, pick a word. But that's what's being promoted. Let's just join them now and turn them into us. This is why you have like the what's that, Paris Bernard that you see up on CNN and MSNBC and Fox and all of it. He's just one of thousands we could name, of coons we have named them, who are nothing but white supremacy in blackface. So they want that, and then they want you attached up with somebody white. So to tamp down, because as Jane Elliott points out, they believe that when we are the majority, we're going to now do to them what they've done to us. They believe this, many of them. You see? So it's, if we can't beat them, join them. Quick, put everybody black and white together. And it's usually you can never have a black couple. It's black man, it's white man, black woman. Or black man, white woman. You see? Just watch TV. Don't listen to me. I'm a crazy person. I'm in a straitjacket. I'm on medication. I'm being seen by a team of doctors and psychiatrists. I don't know anything. I shouldn't be on a YouTube video. I don't know what I'm talking about. And you're a liar. And you don't know anything. And you're this and a third. And well, just turn on your TV. Any channel. Any channel that's not cable. That, you know, like it can't be HBO or something where there's no commercials. All right. Just turn on TV and sit back. Just sit back and watch my truth be proved to you. Do you understand? I don't need to make anything up. You understand? The truth is ugly enough. So, do see this video, everybody. It is a gift of brilliance from the universe through me. I'm not going to take any credit. It is a gift of brilliance through me. Because I always tell you, I watch my stuff in third person. When I'm speaking from the heart. The inspiration is just coming through me. I don't know what I've said until I watch the video back. I'm just like you. I'm seeing it for the first time. And I watch it not as me, but as a total stranger to the person that's on the screen. That's the best way for me to evaluate what has come through me. Does that say it? Was that clear? Did my points line up? Did I understand it? Do I think most people will understand that? Did I get too hierarching in the language where I may have lost people and they didn't understand the concepts that I was using or whatever? That's the criterion. And so when I watched this video back, I wanted more. I hate it when it was over. That's the truth. That's the truth. So do go and watch this video, and I will even link it to this video, even though you don't need to, because you can just go on the channel and I'm over it. But fine, I'll link it. It's whatever. For those of you who maybe felt like KR, maybe you didn't know if the video still played and you didn't know, or whatever, just whatever. So do see this video because it is valuable, and it's going to continue to be relevant as long as this propaganda continues. It would be different if we saw that they were literally mixing it up, and it was like, oh, we just saw an Asian dude with like a Indian lady, like from India, or we saw, an Arab guy with somebody that was clearly a so-called Jew, which would just say Polish or German. We're not going to say Jew. Or there was a Indonesian girl, or a Polynesian, or a native girl with like somebody. We're not seeing that. We're not seeing that. Those people are not being hired. It's black and white. Anybody with two fucking eyes in their head can see it. I am the Jedi, and I only proclaim the truth, and I only fear the one who created me, and he is the only one who can give or take rights from me, including my next breath. I'll see you soon. Now, that's how I feel. All right? And so, as I said, and that the link for that video is, you can go to the channel and just watch it, or you can click the link in the description box down below. Either way, whatever, but you can still watch that video. Um, I think really the reason why they did that is because that was a fast-moving video, and because they are devils. They are always trying to stand in the way of progress of African people, no matter where they exist and breathe. Where we are, they want to try to hinder you in some sort of way. But as I say, those days are darkening very quickly for them. And as a people, we should be highly grateful to the Most High, because He is in command now, as always. As always, you see. But even they will have to accept it, whether they like it or not. So do see that video, because it's important. And if it wasn't, I wouldn't have done it. If I have a video up, it's because I have something important that is of value to you, that I want to communicate. I'm not frivolous. All right, so that's that. Now I can also quickly dispense. Well, let's do the Semitic thing first, because I think I can dispense of that rather quickly. I might be able to keep us under an hour. I doubt it. I doubt it. I doubt it. But I'll dispense of that quickly. Let's go to this now before we get into the view. Now, I feel like I did this or mentioned this in some recent video, or it might be one I'm still working on, or I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I did this, but I'm doing my jurisprudence to do it now, in case I didn't do it. All right. Let us understand what is Semitic, because I know I've talked about this. All right. Semitic, relating to or denoting. Hear this now. Language, everybody. Language. I always tell you, language, 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 language. Semitic. Relating to. We're going to break this down. If I can get this damn cursor to work. Relating to. What does that mean? It means there's a relationship. I'm related to you, you're related to me. There's some connection. There's a connection. Relating to. Or denoting. We could also say acknowledging or recording. Relating to or denoting, and I'm adding acknowledging or recording, a family of languages that includes Hebrew, Arabic, and Aramaic. Nothing about Yiddish in there. None of it. No Yiddish. And what is it that these Germans and Polish people who call themselves Jews speak? I can't remember. I feel like it's Yiddish. What is it? I don't know. I can't remember. It escapes me now. But anyways, these are the Semitic languages. And okay, let's start again. Relating to or denoting a family of languages that includes Hebrew, Arabic, and Aramaic. And certain ancient languages, which is kind of redundant because all those languages we just named are ancient. And certain ancient languages such as Phoenician and Akkadian, constituting the main subgroup of the Afro-Asiatic family. And all this is African. African. Africans are the ones who speak Hebrew, Arabic, and Aramaic. This is why it's also so important that 4-hour video that I'm bringing you just on black Arabs. Because there's so much ignorance amongst my people on that issue, and it's making me sick, and I've got places that itch that I can't even scratch. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Now, so none of this includes anybody who is not melanated African. Hebrew, Arabic, and Aramaic. I brought you a very thorough video when I did the piece on Deuteronomy 18:18, breaking down all of the prophets that Allah has sent to us, just our black ass. And we can name prophets that spoke Hebrew, that spoke Arabic, and spoke Aramaic. We know that Moses would have been Hebrew, spoken Hebrew. He was sent to the Israelites. We know that Jesus, Isa alayhi salam, was also sent to the Israelites and was an Israelite himself. He spoke Aramaic. We know that the Prophet Muhammad was sent to African people, but he was also for the rest of mankind. That's what differentiated him from Isa and Moses and Ibrahim and Ishmael and Isaac and Jacob, and I'll go on down the line, all right? Because he was the final prophet sent to mankind, so he was for everybody. But alas, he was still one of us, and he spoke Arabic. You understand? And he was an African man, so therefore, we are the ones who are Semitic. Do you understand? Any white person jumping up talking about anti-Semitic, you tell them to sit their bitch ass down, or ask them to start quoting Hebrew, Arabic, or Aramaic, or ask them who in their family speaks Hebrew, Arabic, or Aramaic. This is very serious, everybody. Very serious, especially in this country, because I've said to you, the Orthodox Jews are the cousin to the Muslim. We call them our cousin. I don't make a distinction, so what, they're not the original Israelites. Anybody can pick up the Torah and join a synagogue and follow the law of God out of the Torah. We have no problem with that. And if they are devout, indeed they are the cousin to the Muslim, and we embrace them and kiss them. Period. I'm talking about these fake-ass people who don't have any claim to anything holy, who even the Orthodox Jews are against. Even the Orthodox Jews burn their flag. Their Pentagon flag that they have representing Israel and all the bullshit. They try to pull down celebrities and public figures with this anti-Semitic bullshit, and they've done it on black people. You'll recall that when Jesse Jackson was running for president, because he made the comment Hymietown, he's anti-Semitic, he's against the Jews. No, the only people screaming that shit were people that are not Jews. You understand? Not Jews. And to digress, even the brothers and sisters that we would say are Orthodox Jews, that we would call our cousin and are to the Muslim now, that's fine. We will acknowledge them as Jewish people who are following the Jewish law, the law of Moses, etc., etc. That's fine. But they would still not be Semitic. Are you understanding the difference? They're still not Semitic. Because why? They're not from the line of family of languages that include our languages, which are Hebrew, Arabic, and Aramaic. We can get into Swahili and Tree and all the other stuff that's on the continent. We can get into that. We're speaking specifically about languages of revelation, because because they're not talking about anything else. You understand? I'm doing my damn work. Then it says, relating to the peoples who speak the Semitic languages, especially Hebrew and Arabic. Now, let us isolate. We've been in this asshole of the devil since before 1619, please. But whenever we got here, doesn't matter. We know that they prevented us from practicing our original religion of Islam. Again, throw out the Nation of Islam people. We're not talking about them ever when we're talking about Muslims or Islam. Period. Now, we were forbidden to practice our original way of life. That's the word we want. Forget religion. I've told you many times. Throw that out. That is a construct of our enemy. Way of life is what Allah has always prescribed for mankind since He put Adam on the earth. You understand? So our way of life has always been Islam. Period. And so that even though none of us can speak Hebrew or Arabic, well, I speak Arabic. But anyways, throw that out. Even though none of us can speak Hebrew, Arabic, or Aramaic now, We are still the lineage of those who spoke that language. Those are our people. We are the fucking Semitic people. Period. Are you understanding me? Now, let's go a little deeper. What is anti-Semitic? I wonder what that could mean. I'll just have to call in my team. Huh? Now, all that we just read, anti-Semitic is hostile or prejudice against Jews. No. You see how that immediately falls flat and fails on its fucking face in front of the Jedi? And to you too? No. Because everything we just read didn't have shit to do with a Jew. We'll read it again. Let us do our diligence. I don't see the word Jew anywhere on here. Somebody find it. Somebody find it. Somebody find it. Somebody find it. We'll give you 10 grand. Somebody just find it. Just find it. Just find it. Because maybe my eyes don't work so well. And just maybe I missed it. And who knows? I don't know. I don't see the word Jew there anywhere. I just like to see it. Huh? Now, because also this whole word Jew is a construct. Hebrew. But that's a language. Israelite. You understand? Even in the Quran, it doesn't say the Bnei Jewish. It says the Bnei Israel. Talking about the Israelites. You understand? I know where this Jew word comes from. I can't with it. I can't. But what I'm showing and proving, again, proof and evidence, I don't care whose ass is on fire over it, the facts will not change. I don't see the word Jew anywhere in the description of Semitic. Period. Let us move on. So that when you get here and you go, well, what's anti-Semitic mean? Well, what's it mean? And the only answer they have for you is hostile or prejudice against Jews. But let us go a little deeper. Just a little deeper. Let's cut it just a little deeper. Who are the Semitic peoples? Huh? Semite person speaking one of a group of related languages, presumably derived from a common language, Semitic. See Semitic languages. The term came to include Arabs, Akkadians, Canaanites, some Ethiopians, Arameans, tribes including Hebrews. Still don't see no Jews up in there nowhere. You see? And we would take objection to some of these other names. We're okay with the Arabs because we're the Arabs. We're a little sketchy about the Akkadian and all the other stuff. But at the same time, as I say, we don't see Jew anywhere up in there. You understand? Because we're talking about a people who never had a prophet sent to them. We don't know where they came from. We don't. They're not in the Torah. They're not in the Injil, which is the original scripture that Jesus was endowed with. He didn't bring a book. Allah endowed him with knowledge of what had come before him. Remember, he said, I didn't come to change nothing. I didn't bring nothing new. All right? So it's not in the Torah. It's not in the Injil. It's not in the Quran. You understand? They're nowhere. They're nowhere. You understand? And just to be thorough with these descriptions that they are talking about, this Akkadian and the Canaanite and well, let's look. Because you see, here's their schematic. But what we notice is all of this is Africa. All of it's Africa. So again, when these people start screaming anti-Semitic, you tell them to shut the hell up and you educate their ass and say, What language line are you from? What language line? They won't be expecting that question, but more importantly, they will not have an answer. And that will be your confirmation of what I'm telling you right now. Do you understand? Do you understand? All this bullshit. They pulled it on Michael. When he said, kick me, kike me, don't you black or white me, Jew me, sue me, everybody do me. They were like, well, yeah, there was Diane Sawyer's nosy fucking fake devilish ass. Some say that's anti-Semitic. And there's Michael trying to defend himself. Well, some of my best friends, my lawyers are Jewish. And, I know John Branca and I know, and Steven Spielberg and blah, 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 blah. And he didn't have to say any of that. All he had to say was, look, I am the Semitic person, bitch. It's me. Me, yes, me, Michael Jackson. I am a Semitic person. Me. Because I am directly from the line of people who speak the Arabic, the Hebrew, and the Aramaic. Even the one you call Jesus looked like me and was from my people, the Israelites. I am the Semitic person in this bitch. Next question. You see? We're dealing with a people who love to try and make a lie the truth, everybody. That's why I always tell you, this asshole of Satan is a fantasy. This is not real humanity. This is not, you're not having a real human experience. You are not. You are not. I was in a place earlier today. They have some really, really good carne asada tacos. And so there I was, but I asked I had a certain way that I wanted them to make it, and when she spoke to the ladies who were in the kitchen in Spanish, she didn't know that I spoke Spanish. And so when they all started laughing, I said, es muy divertido porque mi comida, que, and then she started explaining to me, no, she started saying to me in Spanish that there had been a lady in there before that was asking what was steak, and that they had all had a laugh about that. Anyways, when I spoke, there was a gentleman that was standing there who was also a Spanish Latino dude. And he turned to me and said, you speak Spanish? And I said, yes, I do. And so we had this whole conversation about how it's access to a culture. Like I've told you guys, my nephew is taking Spanish. And it actually is pissing me off because we never get a chance to talk in Spanish together because he's dragging his ass, but he's getting a passing grade in the class. And I told him, I don't want you taking Spanish just to get a grade or just to take a class. This is access to a culture. And as me and the gentleman were discussing, it's you, when you know somebody else's language, you understand how they perceive the world, everybody. It's so, I can't even tell you how my heart longs for that. You always hear me talk about, I want to have a real human experience, real humanity, where there's real humanity. The words that people use in their language tell you how they understand existence and life and everything. It's access to their understanding. Just by the words they use to say stuff, how they mention it, how they talk about anything. This is why I tell you language is so important. It's so important. And here, even in this piece, we're learning yet again, language is important. Because any of these motherfuckers can't produce an ancestor that speaks Hebrew, Arabic, or Aramaic. They can set their ass down in the back on the left. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? I repeat again, everybody, we are the Semitic people. It is us, damn it. And we can show it and we can prove it just by what I've presented to you in this piece. Do you understand what I'm saying? I've shown it and proved it. We began, and I just see this over here to the right. Semitic people or Semitic cultures was a term for ethnic, which ain't nobody white ethnic, culture, which they ain't got no culture, but Semitic people or Semitic cultures was a term for an ethnic, culture or racial group who speak or spoke. Who speak or spoke. That's your black ass. The Semitic languages. And we began this piece by understanding what the Semitic languages were. Hebrew, Arabic, and Aramaic. You don't speak that, you don't got a great somebody that you can produce for me, or at least a bone that they spoke the shit, get out my face. We are the Semitic people, everybody. I cannot say that enough. Run, tell that on the mountain. Run and tell that on the mountain. We should all be clear about that now. We should all be clear. So stop tiptoeing when you speak about Jewish people, because damn it, you are them. You understand? We can't speak for these people who from Poland and Germany, who for whatever reason did the same thing then that the white people are doing in this country with this motherfucker Trump. He could easily turn into a Hitler, because Hitler didn't just appear out of a puff of smoke and do his fucking evil. He was loved. You understand? He was loved. He slowly seduced the people into the fascism and all of it. It was not a puff of smoke, everybody. You understand? Just like you got them build a wall and wearing they MAGA hats and all that shit. Those would be the same motherfuckers that he would be marching off the gas chambers, or they would be in the fucking what do you call them, suits that the fucking German soldiers used to wear, and doing the goose step and all the bullshit. Give me a fucking break. And you know what? I got a flashback now. We're getting long. I don't give a damn. But I flash back now to high school, sophomore year. There was a beautiful John Philip Sousa march. Was it John? It was a John Philip Sousa. Anyway, it's called Under the Double Eagle. And I remember there was a scandal because we were playing that march. Because what it means to Nazi Germany and blah 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 blah, the double eagle. Anyways, it was a beautiful march. It was my favorite things to play. Because I played French horn, and oh my god, just the way we answer the other brass, oh man. Anyways, we ended up playing the piece, but I was sophomore in high school then. A very sheltered child, read a lot at home, education, discipline, all that stuff was the first thing in your fucking face, but I didn't know that. I didn't know this. I didn't know it. You see? Because I would have been proclaiming, fuck that. I'm the fucking Semite here. It's me. And I love this march. We're playing the bitch, Like, it used to start off, that'd be the French horns. Like, it started off with the trumpets, and I forget who else now, but then the French horns come in. I wish you could hear it, man. That's the joint. You don't even know. Anyway. So I was ignorant then. I didn't know. I didn't know enough. But I'm also proud now as a Muslim that I am absolutely closer to my ancestors in my Semitic roots. You understand? Because they were the Israelites. And they followed the law of Moses. And they heeded Deuteronomy 18:18 that told them that there was another prophet coming. And I'm following that prophet's teachings now that were sent down by the divine. You understand? And I dress like those who came before me. Yes. So don't have no damn Polish or German person come to me talk about that anti-Semitic bullshit. Because I got firepower for their ass out of my fucking mind. You understand? This is the truth, everybody. It's that simple. It's that simple. I read this again before we go on, because I'm going to get to the part about the view. Semites, Semitic people, or Semitic cultures was a term. We're going to say is a term for an ethnic, cultural, or racial group who speak or spoke the Semitic languages. And just to rub it in, Semitic, relating to or denoting a family of languages that includes Hebrew, Arabic, and goddammit Aramaic. The prosecution rests. Now I want to get into this because there's a few issues that are stirring the Jedi. The first one is, I brought you a piece recently when I did the piece on Michelle Obama. And can I just say also, you guys, again, like I am fully obsessed with Michelle Obama. Today is what? Thursday or Wednesday? I don't even know what day it is. My God, what day is it? Excuse me. Oh, okay, it's Wednesday. All right, but I spent a large portion of the last 2 days watching nothing but Michelle Obama. Like, that's it. That's it. I am obsessed with this woman. Do you understand me? Anyways, I don't want to get into Michelle Obama because I could talk 2 hours about Michelle. Anyways, and I don't even know why I just mentioned her right now. Damn. Anyways, a couple things biting my ass. Oh, when I did the Michelle Obama video, I brought you the excerpt from John McCain's concession speech the night that Obama became president. And I talked about how you had to respect the things that he had to say, and it was just one of the. I don't care who you were, you had to respect that damn concession speech. Damn it, you had to. You had to. But I also pointed out I could not stand his ass before that night. You see, but then there was glimpses, because then he'd had the thing with, I told you at the rally, where he snatched the mic from the white heifer and told Anovich, Obama's not a damn Muslim, which there's nothing wrong with being a Muslim. Thank God Colin Powell finally said that on Meet the Press, but that's another issue. He was like, nah, bitch, he's not a Muslim. He's an Arab. I read about Obama, and he's an Arab. You see, again, some white heifer, the ones that couldn't wait to stand up and vote for Trump now. And he snatched the mic from him and said, no, he's not an Arab. He's a fine and decent man, and a decent family man who I just happen to disagree with on some of the issues. And shut her ass down. You had to respect that, because like I always say, I don't care if it's the Klansman's row standing on my fucking front lawn. If there's truth, we have to acknowledge that truth before you take their Klansman's row ass out. Truth is the only thing that matters, everybody, because it is an attribute of the divine. You cannot love God and know God if you don't love and know the truth. You can't have a relationship with God if you don't absolutely cling and have a clinging relationship to the truth. It must be first for you. You can't play about it. Because when you play about truth, you're playing about God. They are not divisible. Truth and Allah are one. I need you to be clear about that. You need to be clear about that. But now, so John McCain died. All right. He had ailments and okay, fine. But what's getting on my nerves is this Meghan McCain bitch. Because she's milking it. Even before he died. You know, it's like my father this and my father, as if she was like the first daughter or something. Like, he was never president, he was only a senator. His military service, while honorable, is somewhat questionable. And his father was the commander of like the 5th Fleet or something. So there was privilege there. You understand? Oh, we know some history about John McCain. At least I do. But now, she uses that for her little shitty attitude. She is a humpback bitch that looks like she has fucking scoliosis. That's not just hyperbole. I'm going to show you that. Watch when she walks out. We'll start with that.
Monday, because The View is live. Jumpstart your week with an entire show of hot topics. Remembering President Bush.
Notice how the music changed. This is the guy who attacked Iraq. Huh? This is the guy who was the head of the CIA when they ordered they ordered up from the army to create a virus that would selectively destroy the human immune system, and then lied and said he was never head of the CIA. But notice how the music changed, and it's a love story. Oh, we're going to break all that bullshit apart. Because we're the victims of them editing history and writing shit that didn't happen, or putting shit in that where they didn't exist, and all the bullshit. And I don't appreciate the shit. I don't. I don't hate George Bush. I didn't hate him the way that I hated his son. I didn't like him, but there wasn't like this somebody fucking do away with this dude type of feeling that came out of me with him. I couldn't stand him. But eh, that's about as far as it went. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'll get more into it, but let's see the humpback.
The life and legacy of George H.W. Bush.
And the lie, read my lips, no more new taxes, and then he fucking put taxes to the roof. I can't.
Is he the last leader of a kinder, gentler era?
Did you hear what she said? Is he the last leader of a kinder, gentler era? He was just as violent as every other white man that's ever been in that fucking office. But I'm not ready to get to him yet. We're dealing with her ass. Well, we're dealing with both issues, so I'm going to be ranting on both ends, so just stay with me.
Of George H.W. Bush. Is he the last leader of a kinder, gentler era? And 'tis the season to look gorgeous on View Your Deal. Plus, find out how to get in on the View's $5,000 holiday cash sweepstakes. Hot topics.
By the way, I don't appreciate they changed this theme, because Mary J. Blige put it down. Let's go crazy. I think there's only one thing to do. And then this season they changed it and tried to make it more like, you see, man, sometimes you strike gold out the damn bottle. You don't need to change shit. I'm worked up over I am worked up over that. Do you understand me? Because, anyways, go on, Jedi, damn it.
Are on the table.
It don't have the same effect. I'm gonna show you something else as we go through, and y'all know I'm over her ass. And then she always does this thing. You're gonna see it in this too. I'm here to rant about every goddamn thing because I also hate when they all come out. I hate when she's there anyway, and then she always does this shit. You're gonna see her do it now, where everybody else come out. You think, good, the bitch is not there, and then she run. I can't. You see her ass, you see.
Whoopi, Albie Huntsman,
Never.
Joy Behar, Sunny Hawk.
That's my woman. Now, y'all can tell Janet I don't care. I'm saying I can do Sunny. Me and Sunny can have a house over here. Me and Michelle have a little crib. Me and Janet got our piece already. This type of thing. I love Sunny because I love a woman that's got that balance of the trifecta. It's the trifecta, or whichever you want to call it, the Trinity. We call it the Trinity. She's feminine, she's smart, and she's got a tomboy in her. I love that. She's educated. She was a federal prosecutor, so obviously she's a lawyer. She's funny. She's beautiful. She's bilingual. She's Puerto Rican. She's obviously beautiful, and she is passionate. She knows who she is, but she also ain't afraid to get dirty. She don't gotta have on pumps, and I love a woman like that. Yeah, let's just get dirty. You feel me? Just anyway, Sunny Houston, y'all. So say future wife, another
and Megan
bitch from hell. Now, when I first was exposed to her, I thought, wow, I never heard a Republican speak like her, and I felt like, well, just because she's young and she's just not as extreme, and so she's clearly influenced by people that are older than her, but I didn't really have a real problem with her. I'm like, okay, I guess, but I was wrong. Now, watch The Humpback of Notre Dame.
Hey, now, let's get things started.
First of all, how old is she? I think she's 30-something. Let me check. That's the white heifer. Oh, the prince left me a text. miss my little man. We haven't talked in a couple days. I can't go like maybe if I go more than 3 days without talking to the prince, y'all. I can't go on. Like I can't. I have to speak to him. I have to see him. Um, how old is Meghan McCain?
Meghan McCain is 34 years old.
She's only 34 years old, and she dresses like Barbara Bush at 90. Do you understand? Dowdy as shit. All right, but that's the least of our issues. But it certainly has to be connoted. Look, look, look. And I can do slow motion on this. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. She's not worth it. Look, now you think, oh, good, the bitch is not there. Then watch. Boom, she pops out. That's when I lose my entire life. I'm so like, I can't. And she always comes out looking like a damn road circus clown. I can't with this female. She has her moments of brilliance and things you go, oh, she said, because remember, we recognize truth no matter what. And we celebrate it. We still don't have to like the damn source. Damn it. Anyways, so I just want to do a little bit of this George Bush piece because we're not going to see all of this. I just want you to see where it turns because it really articulates the two things that I'm trying to highlight in this piece. The how they now want to talk about him, and then also this shitty ass little girl, we'll call her. Now, let's go. Now, first of all, the music is jacked up because it used to be jamming, because that's Mary J. Blige. And then when they do that pull away shot from behind them, it used to go, world gone crazy. It's just, I can't even tell you how it used to break down, man. If I could find, oh man, that used to be the joint. Dude, you understand me? I'm worked up. Not that shot. Right there. It used to be so tight. I used to live for that. Even if I wasn't going to watch the show, I watch it just so I could see that shot and hear that. Right there. But you know what? I told you this video is going to be all over the place. I'm actually going to find a clip just so you can, just so I can share it with you, because I always tell you I can show you better than I can tell you. It's worth it. Just go with me on this. Watch this now. Watch this. Now, this is so petty, but it's so not for me. I hope you're just in context with me and you're just here for the ride, everybody. Just here for the ride before we get into the good stuff. But now this is it, how it goes now. How they changed it. See this. They still got the let's go. All right. And hot topics are on the table, but be listening to the music. Listen.
Topics are on the table with Whoopi, Abby Huntsman, Joy Behar, Sunny Hostin, and Meghan McCain. Now, let's get things started.
You hear that don't. You see? I mean, I don't want to overpower y'all though with the volume, because this really will give you a kick if I do too much. I used to have it set. I think that's too much. But where's my house volume? I'm at 30. Let's bring it down. That'll gauge it. If I'm at 20 and it's good, then I'm good. Wait. I hope it's not too loud for y'all. I can adjust it in post-editing. Anyways, but hear this. And the camera shots, all right? Then the bitch pops out, which I hate. Hear it? You saw that shot behind the chairs, that sweeping shot. Watch and listen, because I'm going to show you the contrast of why I used to get my life from this. Watch. Now, boring as shit. Even you saw the crowds clap, 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 clap. Because the drum beat is so dominant. Now I'm gonna show you how I used to get my life from this damn thing. And when I found out it was Mary J. Blige, because first I was struck by it, I'm like, that song is jamming, because I wasn't really watching The View all like that. And then I learned it was Mary J. Blige, and I had my entire life. But wait, now that was the bullshit version. They didn't change it to. I always feel like they gotta change stuff and make it fresh and new. Nah. Now, let me let you hear my life. Now, I'm gonna show you two just in case, because sometimes it just. All right, now this is from January of 2018. All right, January.
With Whoopi, Joy Behar, Sunny Hostin, and Meghan McCain. Now, let's get things started.
You feel that? You feel that? We said and that. Yeah. Hold up now, wait, because I'll show you my life. All of it is my life. But then I'm gonna show you my shot that really just like cinches it for me. Hold up.
Meghan McCain. Now, let's get things started.
Right here. Well, go crazy with that slow sweeping shot. I don't know why I love that so much, y'all. I don't know why. One more time, and I'm showing you another version of it. We're gonna move on. Like I said, this is random. I don't care.
Meghan McCain. Now, let's get things started.
I'm gonna show you one more. I love that so much. Oh my god, I can't with me. Now, hear this one.
Let's fire up hot topics with Whoopi, Sarah Haynes, Joy Behar, Sunny Hostin, and Meghan McCain. Now, let's get things started.
Jing, 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 and then that shot comes in. World go crazy. That sweep. I love that so much. I know I'm insane, y'all. I don't care. Damn it. I tell you, I'm an authentic dude. I just share what I just am. I just am who I am. One more time, we done. And last thing I say about it, and then I'm gonna cut back to where we was. You can go and watch the whole opening. They did a music video. You can see Mary performing it, and then they're in the video with her and everything. Um, everybody's talking about how everything is falling apart. Don't you worry, I'm just waiting on the party to start. Come along with me, something you will see. Then let's go, world, Gone crazy. I'm telling you, it's tight, y'all. It's tight. It's tight. It's tight. It's tight. Damn it, it's tight. Anyways, let's go back to the candy cane leg ass sellout. We'll be getting there. Look, this I can't with her. We're not. My eyes hurt. I'm not even looking over there. Not even looking over there. Now, say what we want about Joy Behar. I want to say something about her just because it's necessary because what's going to happen. Well, we'll get to it. Shut up, Jedi.
And happy Hanukkah, by the way. Happy Hanukkah. Can you?
You see, Happy Hanukkah, by the way. Now she's meaning that to cater and to suck up to these German Polish people. You see, this is not for the Orthodox Jew. You see, who we will call the black hats. Everybody, we'll call them because those with the little curly cues coming down. Those are the Orthodox Jews. You talk to them, they know the Torah. They can tell you about Islam. They are our cousins. Damn it. A quick story for you. You know, when I had my retail store, I used to I had some of the nicest women's shoes. Again, I got to thank black women for my whole entire existence. But here's another example because of my sisters just watching my women, I knew what to purchase. And when I didn't, all I had to do was stop a sister and say, "Sister, why are you wearing that pair of shoes? What you like about that?" And they give you the whole rundown. Oh, these are cute because they such and such, and I can do this. I mean, it's the greatest market research you're ever going to get. Period. Sometimes I'd be at the buyer, and I'd be at the supplier, and I would just go random out on the street and just find any sister and say, "Is this cute?" Because the highest compliment that comes from a sister on any article of clothing is "That's cute. That's cute." When they say that, that's it. You know to buy that. That's the highest compliment like a sister can give to an article. I don't care if it's a shoe, a belt, a piece of accessory, a blouse. It don't matter. That is cute. The boom. I buy it and they sell out. All right. So I had this I'd sourced this new supplier because I'd seen some of their shoes and I knew that they would be good for my demographic of customer. So I show up in full regalia. Y'all know how I look when I'm in my full traditional clothing. They had told me one price on the phone. They were Jewish. They were Jews, damn it. The ones I'm telling you about that are our cousins. I think that my price, I think the original price they quoted me was, I want to say $9 a pair. Wholesale. I showed up in full regalia. I greeted them shalom and salamu alaikum. They greeted me back, "Oh, brother, salamu alaikum, shalom." You know what the price was? $3 a fucking shoe. A fucking pair. The price immediately changed the moment I showed up and I was a Muslim. Done. Done. You understand? Those are our cousins. Those are the Jews you respect. The Orthodox Jew. We don't care if they're not Semitic. If they're Orthodox, we respect them. Not these fake ass people running around Israel, most of them. You see, the Ariel Sharons and the Benjamin Netanyahus and all the other circus. We're over it. You see, and all these people, I'm Jewish. Okay, well then, from what Semitic language are you from? We'd like to, if we could just, maybe you could tell us something. We just thought we'd, No, because you're not. Then that's fine. Then maybe you could quote me a passage from Torah. Maybe you could just do that. Oh, you can't. All right, then you should sit in the back on the left. Thank you. Who's next? You see? So she's catering. You see? And with all of her Whoopi Goldberg, the bitch's name is Karen Johnson. That's her government. Karen Johnson, bitches. You see? And that's fine. But she shows up as Whoopi Goldberg. And I bet she don't have no idea that she is the Jew. The Israelite is the correct term. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? And the Muslim by default. But let us go on.
Yeah. Oh, you love my pants?
Makes me want a candy cane.
Yeah,
Well, this is so that, you know how people sometimes say, oh, kiss my butt? You don't have to say that. And these you can say, oh, lick my leg. And you like my sweater?
I love the sweater.
That's a cute one.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah, y'all.
Yeah.
So America will spend this week saying goodbye to our 41st President, George H.W. Bush.
Let me just tell you my ignorance. I kept seeing around town, I'm like, why are all the flags at half-staff? Who the fuck died? Like, who died? What happened? Why is the flags at half-staff? Like, I always know it's something if the flags are, I'm like, what is that? I had no idea. I had no idea. No idea. And I think at that point I knew he died, but now I don't know exactly when he died because, you know, just like with Reagan, they trafficked Reagan around for like a month and a half, it seemed like. I don't know when he died. I knew that he had died, I think I knew. But whatever. Let's go on.
Who passed away at 94 this weekend. And a tribute
94. All that line. 94. Let's go on.
have been pouring in from family and former presidents. And, you know, and looking at him as president compared to, you know,
It's a different time.
Compared to what we have now is what she's really trying to get out. Bitch, just say it, damn. But I want to say this. There was, I don't know if it was a Princess Diana's funeral or something he spoke at. This was after he was no longer president, I think. And this dude showed up and I went, wow, that's president. Like he had that whole command. I can't even describe it, y'all. It was kind of like those, I would get moments like that with Bill Clinton. Like you go, yeah, that dude, if I just came from another planet, I'd be like, that dude must be like the president or something. Like, I think he president. And you'd be like, lean over to somebody, is that dude president? He's like, is that the dude? Is that the dude? You know? So I had moments with him. And like I said, I don't have the disdain for him that I had for his son, you know, probably just because of my level of understanding and, you know, political growth and development, you know, whatever. But I know enough to know I can put two and two together to say that he's white. He was president of this asshole of the devil. And so now he did everything perfect. And he was such an amazing person and all of it. I'm just trying to show you how they turn on a dime. You see?
you know, it suddenly puts
It's about to get hot, though.
everybody in a different perspective.
Yeah.
You know, and it reminds us in a weird kind of way, sorry, I still got the call, how you can still not agree with somebody, but be respectful of somebody. And that's the thing I think I dug the most is him rolling with.
Yeah, I just couldn't stand him. You know, and then after the Gulf War broke out and I was like over it, dude. Like I couldn't, but like I said, I didn't feel the way about him as I felt about Trump or I felt about his son. You know, it just was different. I can't. The universe is not giving me that articulation right now. I'm just telling you, like that's how I felt. But see how they're talking, and then watch how it turns. Watch, it's about to get good, y'all.
With Bill Clinton, you know,
He seems to be
taking care of
coming
business.
from a loving, kind place also, the man. That's what I am gleaning from what they're talking about.
Now, this is The View. Nothing ever preempts or cancels this show. Every politician damn near on earth goes on this show. It's highly viewed. That's the byline now. He was kind and loving. I almost puked when I heard it. And Joy is one of those people, God bless her, who will toe the line. Like she used to say, like, Ahmadinejad, that's a bad guy. That's a bad guy. No, Ahmadinejad is my brother in Islam, period. You understand? He is a Muslim. I know who he is. I know who he is. You understand? But I'm just trying to tell you how she will quickly carry the water. You know, and she's Italian and she loves to be mistaken as being Jewish. You see, which also says something about what I'm telling you right now about this misidentification of the Jews. You know, you get somebody that talks like her, you just assume it's a Jewish woman, when it's really Lakeisha that's at the damn, 5 and 9 getting, candy for her kids or something. She's the Jew. That's her. You see, but Joy's ass is a fucking Italian. But to her credit, well, I'm gonna get to that in a minute because I want you to see this. This is gonna get you real good. Let's go back so you can hear this loving, gentle crap.
Loving, kind place.
Wait, want to hear the full context? Turn your volume up just in case, everybody.
Him rolling with Bill Clinton, you know,
He seems to be
taking care of business.
from a loving, kind place also, the man. That's what I'm gleaning from what they're talking about, that he was loving.
That's what I'm gleaning from what they're talking about, as if she wasn't on Earth for his presidency. She's 350 years old. We've done the carbon dating. That's what I'm gleaning from what they're saying. No, you were alive, bitch, before he was alive properly. She's 90.
Also, the
Hear
man.
this, but the wording, the language, everybody, language.
Bill Clinton, you know,
He seems to be
taking care of business.
from a loving, kind place also, the man. That's what I'm gleaning from what they're talking about, that he was loving. You know,
He was also
that's
known
nice.
for his humility.
Look, now she's the vicious Republican, and this is her stool pigeon, because she used to be on Fox News. Miss Glamour Girl over here, you see? And they hang out together. They're besties to some degree, you see? And so I've watched how she looks when she speaks. She's always looking over here at Miss Dagger Eyes for approval of what she's saying. But she feels like she owns the fucking table and the universe, all because of her father, as if he was the fucking ruler of the earth and everybody's supposed to bow to her now because her father was John McCain. And and for all the shit that I will talk and have talked about Trump's ass, I really couldn't hate it. It was still disrespectful when he when he was trying to say John McCain wasn't a hero. He was like, he got captured. To me, that's not a hero. That was some bullshit to say. But there was a deeper meaning that would have been non-offensive and based in truth to be made there. But he's such an idiot, he couldn't make that point. All right? But that aside, let's go on.
Him rolling with Bill Clinton, you know,
He seems to be
taking care of business.
from a loving, kind place also, the man. That's what I'm gleaning from what they're talking about.
That's what I can glean from what they're talking about, as if she wasn't on Earth for his presidency. Keep that in mind, but let's go on.
That he was loving. You know,
Who remembers loving? Raise your hand. I'd like to see anybody. Anybody, class? I don't see any hands up. Okay, no hands. Okay, fine. Now here comes Miss. I fucking am entitled because my only claim to fame is that I'm John McCain's daughter. By the way, while I'm thinking about it, do you understand that Michelle Obama was the most academically accomplished first lady ever in the history of this country, everybody? Not surprising, because she was also the most beautiful. I proved that in my video. But I forgot to mention that she was the most academically achieved. That's even over that Hillary sniper fire ass bitch. Let us be clear. In simple terms, Michelle Obama was the smartest first lady we ever had in the damn White House. Let us go on. Meanwhile, I mention that because her only claim to fame is she's John McCain's fat ass daughter. But let's go on.
Known for his humility as president, and he talked about it a lot, that he was there to serve the people. He's a combat veteran. He's actually our last combat veteran to ever serve. He lied about it.
She also has that thing you guys know I hate. Ever. Like that, like ever is EVER until you get to the ass. Then becomes Aver. I don't know how you spell that. AUEVER or some bullshit. Aver, like Franz, and I'm gonna vomit. Wait, where's my punch? Where's my punch? Where's my punch? That's why I have to keep my punch close and near because I never know. I, I never know when I'm gonna need it. I could faint during this production. But let's see this and hear this avar bullshit. Try not to vomit, everybody. Take your anti-nausea medication right now. Do it.
Was loving.
He was also known for his humility as president, and he talked about it a lot, that he was there to serve the people. He's a combat veteran. He's actually our last combat veteran to ever serve. He lied about his age to join the military, the Navy, after Pearl Harbor. An incredible life of service to our country. He was a two-term congressman, ambassador to the UN, chairman of the RNC, United States envoy, director of the CIA.
Boom. Director of the CIA. There it is. When there was a whole time when he tried to deny he was ever the director of the CIA. How do you deny that? Oh, because you're white, and if you say it, it's the truth, as if it was on the tablets that Moses brought down from Sinai. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sorry. I'm out of line here. Let me go on.
Chairman of the RNC, United States envoy, director of the CIA.
Director of the CIA.
And 8 years as vice president, and then obviously became president himself. But his love story with Barbara Bush, more than anything, is what touched me. They did interviews up until just, I think, 2 years ago with Jenna, where they're crying about their love for one another, and he died 8 months after her, and I just think it's a really beautiful example of a life of service and a great love.
Service. Who speaks like that? Oh, her. Hear that, so you know I'm not making it up.
Died 8 months after her, and I just think it's a really beautiful example of a life of service.
Service. I think I just lost a tooth. Damn it. It was my good tooth. Damn it. All right, let's go on.
And a great love.
That's why this weekend.
Now, it's all. Hear this now.
I felt like it was more of a celebration than anything else. It was a celebration of life, as you said, Megan, of marriage.
As you said, Megan, because remember, that's her footstool over there. She's the footstool. She's the what do you call it? The fucking stoolie, the fucking bitch girl or whatever. It's just like you said, Megan. You see? Because, unfortunately, I'm sure Megan McCain don't live nowhere near no black people. She definitely don't live near no real sisters. You know what I'm saying? She's not been snatched up. Because with her shitty attitude, and she would get a lot more respect, even from me probably. Because like I said, I didn't start out with any animus towards her when she ever first came on my radar. At all. I'm like, oh, that's his daughter. I don't even know if I knew she was even his daughter. I just knew she was a Republican first. I think that was it. And she didn't talk like Republicans. She seemed like she could acknowledge when something was evident, like, oh, that's the truth, or that happened, instead of trying to twist shit and double speak like they do, and make a non-truth somehow, like, I can't. So I knew of her. I think I only knew she was his daughter when she started being on this show or something. But let's go on.
So it's a celebration of life, as you said, Megan, of marriage, of a life of service. They were married 73 years.
Of service.
And Jenna, his granddaughter, interviewed him recently on the Today Show, and he said when he dies, the first person he wants to see would be Barbara if she goes first.
And by the way, her father lives in Germany. Interesting to note, she's on a highly political show that's highly influential politically, and Trump is involved in this whole Russian scandal and all the bullshit. And no, he lives in Russia or Germany. Damn it, don't quote me. I don't have my facts right on that. Damn it, Jenna, you're not prepared. Anyways, but also the stiff neck leaning. You know how like beauty pageant beauty contestants, she always seems like she's answering one of those questions in the question and answer session of the beauty pageant section. Like a beauty pageant. Like, you see it for yourself. Tell me you think I'm just not on point with that. Watch.
He said when he died.
Watch. her whole demeanor, even the way she dresses, her hair, all of it, I just see like, are you in? Is this the Miss Universe pageant? Oh, it's The View. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought it was like Miss California or something. I'm sorry. I didn't even know. I didn't even know. I didn't even know. I didn't even know. But I didn't even know. But I didn't even know.
Eyes.
What?
The first
The stiff neck leaning. Watch.
person he wants to see would be Barbara.
There. Stiff neck leaning. I believe we should have world peace, and I think that we should bring in, you know, like, and okay, thank you, and then the whole audience claps, and she goes back over to the other contestants. Say I'm lying, goddammit. Stop the video when I lie. Goddammit. I'm over it. The stiff neck leaning.
She goes first. Then his mother, and then his 3-year-old daughter, who you remember passed away of leukemia. What I love most about him is that he was a family man, and he always put his family first. So you said he was the first envoy of China to China, and
looking on with approval, with way too much lipstick on, and they messed up right here in the corner. This is a chandelier. That's, I don't know what that's a chandelier. That's a chandelier. That's a chandelier.
Actually, my family lived in the same home 35 years later that he
stiff neck leaning
lived in, and they still talk about him there today as being humble, as being funny. He was funny, and he was real, and I loved his relationship with the press, because we talk about that a lot on this show, and they were tough on him. It's not like they were easy on George H.W. Bush.
But now, then Miss Fake, I don't know that I'm an actual Israelite, comes in. She just said, you know, his relationship with the press, and they were tough on him, which was a throwaway statement because he's the president. He has to speak to the press. And then, so Fake Me Out, Karen Johnson comes in and says the following.
Is tough on every president. That's part of their job. They're supposed to be.
He had such a respect for what they did.
And then she tries to defend her point, but he has so much respect for what they did, as if he's the only president that respected what they did. I can't. See how they lost them, and they're so wonderful, and they were second only to the angel Gabriel, and it was all just so.
Yes. And the role that they play. So I think there's so much to learn from his life, and I hope that the next generation, they may not know him the way.
Don't you feel like she's answering one of those, like they just called it to Miss Hawaii, and then she comes up, and now the judges are. I cannot with me. I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. Doesn't our whole thing feel? I can't. I cannot. I can't. Doesn't our whole thing? Wait. You know we have to blow. I can't. Yeah. You know how when you know how when I can't get it out. I have to say this. My stomach. Blow it out, Jedi, blow it out. Let's go on.
That we do, well, the way we remember him, but I hope they learn from him.
I want to say one thing about
her whole thing felt like you just name a fucking country or state that you feel like you just want to call out. Miss So-and-so, and she comes up. I can't. Oh my God, my stomach. But that's why I keep that six-pack for me, just so that little six-pack piece for me, just. But I'm saying it wasn't that whole little thing, but here's where it gets into what I really want to bring. Now, Joy Behar. Now, to her credit, I want to say this. This is what I was going to say a minute ago, but I wanted to wait till we got to this. Whatever we want to say about how she goes on to get along, she just celebrated 20 years on The View. She's the longest lasting host that's been sit up there on the bitch. Everybody else has died and been fired and couldn't get along and God knows what. But I tell you what I do have to respect about her. Excuse me. She's prepared. She's prepared. I also feel like Sunny is also prepared. Not as prepared as Joy, but Sunny is also prepared. But specifically speaking about Joy, she's prepared. And she's also, you could tell she's somebody that reads a lot. She's well read. She's prepared. She can always expound on issues and give more information. She always knows more than everybody else at the fucking table. Like, she is, and she's passionate about it. That's what really got me. Like, when I lived in Maryland, me and my homeboy James, you know, if we happened to be off on the same day or we was kicking it or something like that, and we was at the same place when this shit was on, where we would always be talking about Joy. Like, she's the one that seemed like she just like, so I have to give her credit for that, you know, and she says stuff that you know is sending shockwaves somewhere. So she don't say too much. She always knows just how much to push, and then she pull back. But see this exchange now, because this was some bullshit.
And that was not picked up really because
She goes, I want to talk about something that wasn't picked up really, and like nobody's really talking about it. And then she starts to her preparation.
as a candidate, he said, those who think we're powerless to do anything about the greenhouse effect are forgetting about the White House effect. And then he signed into law the Clean Air Act Amendment of 1990, one of the most sweeping environmental statutes ever. This president that we have
Now, that was fine. Excuse me. Because it was in line with the let's talk about how wonderful and perfect he was. But when she goes on, then the little bitch comes in. Hear this.
That was not picked up really because as a candidate, he said, those
And by the way, well, shut up, Jedi. Shut up, Jedi.
who think we're powerless to do anything about the greenhouse effect are forgetting about the White House effect. And then he signed into law the Clean Air Act Amendment of 1990, one of the most sweeping environmental statutes ever. This president that we have now is trying to unravel everything that he did and Obama did.
That was her kiss of death. Because the little witch sitting over there and the stoolie, they will be laughed out of the country if they try to defend Trump. But she dared to add Obama. And I don't care if this is John McCain's daughter or not. She's still white and she's still a fucking racist. Give a fuck what she want to say about. I love all these women. I love all of fuck all that love bullshit. You see? But hear this now. Just take it back a Scotch Jedi and try to shut up so that people can hear it. Look, self, get off of me. I'm doing this video. You're not. I'm sorry you guys had to hear that.
1990, one of the most sweeping environmental statutes ever. This president that we have now is trying to unravel everything that he did and Obama did. And if I ever become a one-issue voter, it will be about pollution and the greenhouse effect and
Can
the
we
fact
focus
that
on the president, please? I don't want to talk about Trump. We're in the moment. We're honoring a great president who's passed.
Please. I want to talk about
We're honoring, but I'm not interested in your one issue.
I don't care what you're interested in. I'm talking.
I don't care what you're interested in
We'll
either.
be right back.
See? Fuck her. Because this is so
That's
wrong
a fact,
on so many
and-
levels. Because first of all, whatever you want to say about any of these people, Joy Behar is her elder. And they are on international television. It's called The View. She is making her contribution to the topic like everybody else at the table. And this little 6-year-old bitch, if I was Joy Behar, and you're going to see something, and I'm sure when they went to commercial, Joy Behar probably went over there and smacked the shit out of her or had to be held back. How dare you? How the level of arrogance from this bitch. See,
Can we focus on the president, please?
Can we focus on the president, please?
I don't want to talk about Trump. We're in the moment.
And then
We're honoring a great president who's passed.
Please. I want to talk about
We're honoring, but I'm not interested in your one issue.
I don't care what you're
I'm not interested in your one issue voter. How do you not get up and go over and punch her in her face? I don't remember how old Joy Behar is, but she's twice or three times old as this little twit with her fucking chandelier earrings, looking like a harlot. Nothing beautiful about that shit on your screen right now. You understand me? Nothing even remotely attractive. Let us be clear. Nothing. Nothing. Go back.
It will be about pollution and the greenhouse effect and
Can
the
we
fact
focus
that
on the president, please? I don't want to talk about Trump. We're in the moment. We're honoring a great president who's passed.
Please. I want to talk about
We're honoring, but I'm not interested in your one issue.
I don't care what you're interested in. I'm talking.
I don't care what you're interested in.
We'll be right back.
And notice this sellout. I've seen her at times when too much truth is gonna come out. She'll be like, "Stop, everybody, stop!" And looking over the glasses, but she tiptoes around this little fat bitch even. You see?
Can we focus on the president, please?
Excuse me. Joy, go on with what you're saying, and then we'll get to you, Megan. She tries to get away with murder, and everybody comes on there and has to lick her ass. You know, and your father did so-and-so, and your father, and fuck her. You're not your father. And we can separate the two. You understand? She don't get no free right. She's a funky, disrespectful bitch. That's all she is. Trying to act like she's some political expert. What's her fucking degree? What school did she go to? What's her accolade? Huh? I'm over it. And you couldn't really see her humpback when they came out because they did it, you know, they didn't do the shot the way and then post the quality of the video and etc. But trust me, the bitch is a humpback. I'm over it. But I don't like this when people try to use, because I've always felt, this is my own personal feeling, I just don't feel like white folks grieve the same way black folks do. Anyway, and I just don't feel like that. You know, I feel like she's, because there's stages of grief, you know, there can be. And I feel like this is just all out using, just like she was before he passed, and now she's using it, really playing it up. Everybody's supposed to lick her ass when they come on there because of her father. Fuck you. You're a disrespectful bitch. And by the way, I never saw your father be disrespectful. He might have been shady and did some underhanded shit, and of course he was a liar because he's a politician and he's white. But damn it, I never saw him be nasty. Just nasty and disrespectful. You understand? And when he had the opportunity to do that, he didn't. Because I'll give you three examples. I already cited two of them. I told you about his speech, his concession speech when Obama won. That should be framed in people's house someplace. Like, I respect that speech that much. And you have to watch the video of his concession speech, everybody, because you have to see when the fucking white ass racist was trying to, when he would say something good about Obama, and they was trying to boo and rile up, he would hold his hands out like, nope, we're not, and he would he let it be known, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. You have to see the video of his concession speech. I read it to you. All right, that's one. Two, I told you about the heifer that tried to tell, I know something about Obama. He's an Arab. As if everybody's supposed to go, ooh, quick, go get him now, you know. And John McCain snatched the mic out of her hand and said, no, he's not an Arab. He's not. He's a decent, honorable family man who I happen to disagree with on the issues. The third time is they had some dinner that they give. It's named after somebody, something Smith or I don't know, where it's kind of a roast almost. The guy was funny. Like, he was funny. And he spoke before Obama and how gracious he was to Obama. I'm just trying to draw the contrast and say this is just a nasty bitch. I don't give a fuck who her father or her lineage was. She is just a hateful, nasty, fat bitch. Period. Who happens to be on TV because of who her father was. That's it. And for her to disrespect Joy Behar, who's been on this show for 20 years, but more than that, who is her elder, and to just cut her off like that when she's not even the moderator of the show. The real moderator is Whoopi Goldberg or Karen Johnson. This was so out of line. It's so out of line. Like, if I had been in that audience, I would have said, "Excuse you, you little fucking disrespectful little fucking bitch. How dare you?" And she's always talking about, "Joy, you know I love you. Joy, you know." No, bitch. You don't love me.
It will be about pollution and the greenhouse effect and
Can
the
we
fact
focus
that
on the president, please? I don't want to talk about Trump. We're in the moment we're honoring a great president who's passed.
Please.
But watch when they're going to commercial. You can't hear it, but you can see Joy reacting to her. Just keep watching.
I want to talk about
we're honoring, but I'm not interested in your one issue.
I don't care what you're interested in. I'm talking.
I don't care what you're interested in.
We'll be right back.
Watch Joy.
Later, Christmas controversy. A radio station just banned a holiday classic from their
Look, this sister, because you know, like white folks, they just clapping because I'm sure the audience, the person that riles up the audience is like clap, 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 but you come on, sister's gonna let you know what's really going on.
playlist. Is it
Look, you see what I'm saying? Look, this sister back here. You see what I'm saying? You want to know what's going on? Watch the sisters. That's all you got to do.
tone deaf song?
Brother, he just grinning and whatever. But then, I don't know if this is woman with him or not, but another sister, you see how she reacting? She's reacting a certain way, but you see what she with, so that don't count over there. See what I'm saying? It was ugly.
Song in the Me Too era?
And meanwhile, we're hearing the narrator over top of this. They're actually still hearing what's going on in the studio. Why? Because I've been to show tapings and I know how television works. And I've been on television. But anyway, go back. One more time, y'all.
It's tough on every president. That's part of
Or forgetting about the White House effect. And then he signed into law the Clean Air Act Amendment of 1990, one of the most sweeping environmental statutes ever.
Yeah.
This president that we have now is trying to unravel everything that he did and Obama did. And if I ever become a one-issue voter, it will be about pollution and the greenhouse effect and
Can
the
we
fact
focus
that...
on the president, please?
She's in mid-statement. And she's looking right at Whoopi as she's saying this. Instead of Whoopi shutting, and mind you, Whoopi is 3,000 years old too. And she allows this to happen. Like, this can't be allowed, dude. This cannot be allowed.
I don't want to talk about Trump. We're in the moment we're honoring a great president who's passed.
Please. I want to talk about
we're honoring, but I'm not interested in your one issue.
I don't care what you're interested in. I'm talking.
I don't care what you're interested in.
We'll be right back.
You see the look on her face? Like, no respect.
But I'm not interested in your one issue.
I don't care what you're interested in. I'm talking.
I don't care.
Right here. I don't care about your sister either.
You know what?
And then watch Joy.
Be right back.
Okay.
Look at Joy. Watch her.
Later, Christmas controversy.
You could see it's a problem. Even the Latina chick is like, nah, bitch.
Radio station just banned a holiday classic from.
She like, that was so wrong. She's like, I don't like her ass, no way. And she's like, oh my god.
Their playlist. Is it a tone-deaf song in the Me Too era?
And you see how they showed a lot of the audience right then. Like, they just kept going from audience shot to audience shot. And they do the audience, and they do this pull-away shot from them again. And then the thing. But, no. But, I cannot stand her fat ass. You understand? I can't, dude. I can't. She is disrespectful. I'm trying to think if I know anybody else that's on TV that's that disrespectful. right now, I just can't think of nobody. I can't. I can't. I can't. You know. But I would not allow anyone, my junior, to speak to me out of line ever on the earth. Ever. 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 Do you understand me? Ever. And just the fact that Whoopi Goldberg sat her ass there, her candy cane ass there, and didn't say, wait, stop. You know, and then when they came back from commercial, I'll let you just see that since I'm talking about
I had to adjust my shades.
And she is such a go along to get along ass bitch. I can't.
So
There was just one thing that I wanted to say.
And then they dealt with Sonny. And I'm not going to play the rest of it because I'm just not here to take your time up like that. But it's a long time before they show Joy. Like, I'm sure I probably some blows was ready to be had after they left that damn studio. Okay, after they closed the show. Ain't no way her fat ass would have sat up there and talked to me that way. This wasn't a debate. They were giving their thoughts on the president, the passing of George H.W. Bush. And Joy just happened to mention as a side note, if I was ever a one-issue voter, it would be on the environment. Her statement was probably going to be a short statement until little Miss Fat Bitch came in with her disrespect. It's one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen on television. And I've seen a lot. It ranks right up there with the best of them. Or the worst, however you want to look at it. Like, I can't. Fuck her. Fuck her fat ass. And luckily I'm not one of these Twitter and Instagram people. Like, because I just share my videos on Twitter, you know. Otherwise, I would be on fucking Instagram and Twitter and blowing her ass up and calling her out and daring her and whatever the fuck I had to do. Like, fuck you, you fat bitch. You know? Oh my god. I wonder what... You know what? Let's go to the video. I'm just interested now. You can be done with the video, you guys, whenever you want to, quite frankly. I'm just kind of... like I told you, it's going to be all over the place. And now I'm just... I want to see now what comments were on the video. So let me go to that. There's no comments. I'm over it. This is from the 3rd, by the way. I should have mentioned that at the beginning. I'm sorry, y'all. No comments. No comments. Well, let's look at this. Let's see. That's from Fox News Today. This is from Ventex TV. All right, let's go to this one and see if there's comments on this because it's the same broadcast. Only 8 comments. They fired Jed because of Hillary, whatever. But Megan keep being rude and disrespectful to everyone, and she gets to stay. Oh, yeah, Jedediah. I think that was the chick's name. That's who they're talking about. They fired Jedediah because of the Hillary interview, but Megan keep being rude and disrespectful to everyone, and she gets to stay. Yeah, fuck her. Megan is a very nasty cunt. So what if Joy talks about Trump? She's always talking about Songbird McCain. Can't believe The View is allowing Megan to... They're all about her fat ass. Can't believe The View is allowing Megan to be that disrespectful. We're already sick of indecency at the highest office. What The View is doing is similar to nonstop coverage the media gave to Trump. They're looking to gain ratings for this kind of rudeness. I just peek in from time to time. Stop watching daily because of fucking Meghan McCain. I see she's still allowed to be super rude to her co-host it's really offensive, and I'm disappointed that they just seem to tolerate her behavior. You know what? With these types of responses, this is just from YouTube, and this is just 8 comments. The bitch's days are numbered. I just said it. They're probably going to give it maybe a month, 2 maybe, just to let the thing cool off for her father passing, and they're going to fire her fat ass. Abby behaves because Whoopi is at the table, and Whoopi will check her. That's the fucking pageant queen. Warmonger, okay, whatever. Bush gets a tongue bath from these morons. Yeah, come on, you guys, the Gulf War. Like, come on, he wasn't a saint. Can Megan please leave the show already? She's so bratty and just comes off as a child when she throws her little tantrums. Megan thinks this is her show. Again, every single comment is about her fat ass. Every single one of them. Let's see. Is there another one from that broadcast? Okay, here's one with 240 comments. We're not going to read them all. Megan is so rude and entitled. Just a terrible woman. I wouldn't even call her a woman. How dare she speak and interrupt Joy like that? Joy is her elder. See, that's what I was saying. And has been on the show for 20 I said that. Has been on the show for 20 years. Show some respect. The show doesn't revolve around what you want to talk about or what you want to hear. It baffles me how she's still on the show. Nobody likes her. She's only there because of who her father was. She should be on the show due to her achievement, not her last name. I love that. I love that. I love that. Yeah. And, clearly part of the reason why she's still on there is because she is white. We have to add that. No African woman could sit up there and do that shit she did. You see? Nobody. Only her fat white ass. All right? And there's 11 replies to his comment. We're not going to get into replies to comments. We're just going to read a few more. Okay, time for Megan to go. She is the weak link and clearly doesn't want to. I think they meant be on the show. Proofread, everybody. I always say proofread. Megan needs to listen and take a lesson from what Whoopi just said, that you can disagree with a person but still be respectful. Wait, did Megan really just say that to Joy? Shaking my head. See, that's my point. Get rid of, I think they meant rid. Again, proofread, everybody. Get rid of Megan. Ana Navarro is way better. All right. Stop making saints out of politicians. I know those women in the show are not allowed to say a single negative thing about, they're talking about Bush. Yeah, I was saying that, they're trying to fucking, but he's white, so they have to, make it seem like he was the greatest thing ever, Is Megan the moderator of this panel interrupting someone mid-sentence just to inform them you're not interested in the rudest, is the rudest, entitled act I've seen on daytime. Yeah, like I said, it's one of the worst things I've seen on television. It just is. Like, fuck her. Like, there's nothing she will ever do to garner any respect from me. Nothing. Except die. That would be just a relief, not respect. And she's vitriolic and vindictive with it. That's what makes it so. It's a stack of things. It's a stack. All right. They have to get rid of Megan's fat ass. She has to go. I don't know what her problem is with Joy, but that was just rude, outrageous, and uncalled for. The girl has behavior problems. I'm sorry, but I really don't care for fat ass. We'll just call her. She is self-entitled. She is a self-entitled. Proofread, everybody. Proofread. She is self-entitled. She is a self-entitled and thinks she knows so much more than the others on the panel, and she is very closed-minded when it comes to Trump, and she gets almost in a bully stance to get her point across. How she treated Joy on the show was out of line. Joy was making a good point. I would like you all to read a book called Left Alive to Die, the story of Blue Angels Captain Harley Hall by Susan Keene. What is wrong with this fat bitch? My words, not theirs. What is wrong with Meghan McCain? She was so rude today. But then notice the comments, you guys, even by white people about her. They're chastising her, but the language would be way different. Again, if she was an African, it goes across the board. It goes across the board, even in these comments. I cannot not point that out. The name of the show is The View. Meghan needs to be reminded the purpose of a panel having different views. Meghan has no right to tell any of the others what they should say or not say. Meghan is always us and them. She is wrong for this show. She needs to go back to Fox. I guess even Fox do not want her. She is wrong for TV. She needs to go home and shoot her guns so she can relax. I'll read 3 more. This bitch was flat out rude towards Joy. Yeah, maybe today is not the day to go off about Trump, but this young woman, again, I don't agree with that term, could have expressed why in a calmer and kinder way. Like Joy, I find it is becoming more difficult to ignore this ignorance and incompetence, especially when comparing Trump to other presidents. Seems her ass is always after Joy Behar. I love all these ladies, but goodness, stop the arguing. When Fat Ass said, I'm not interested in that to Joy, and whatever this emoji is, I'm not good at emojis. I don't ever use them. I don't know what most of them mean. I'm over it. OMG, Fat Ass thinks this is her show and she chooses the topics. Please, she has got to be the most rude and privileged person I've ever seen. We'll just kind of skip down random. Well, I seen a brother. Let's see what he was going to say. Shut up, Meg. Hashtag. Okay, you disappointed me, brother. Let's just skip random. When are you going to get rid of Meghan McCain? When the ratings start to decline, there is one person to blame. Her. I never want to hear her talk about how she learned respect from her father. She doesn't know the meaning of the word respect. I wish Whoopi would shut her down. I know, right? It's time for her ass to go write the producer of The View and mail a bag of nuts with your letter entitled, but to keep her rude, crude firing overdue. Mail to producer Candy Carter, Brian Teta, 57 West. Damn, they giving receipts on the piece. Mail it to producer Candy Carter, Brian Teta, 57 West 66th Street, New York City. Goddammit. 10023. Don't tolerate her another minute. I think we could end on that one. I love it. But again, every comment, no matter how random, I'll just random one more. Just to be random. I can't believe what I read below in the comments. I was going to praise Meghan for shutting up that deplorable redhead that can turn anything you say. Okay, well, this person needs to be fucking hit by a truck. I'm over it. That's probably the only thing. Well, let's read it anyway. Just see what the rest of their ignorance was. Again, it's always turn it. Like, you can't acknowledge this shit happened. We're not giving them any fuck these people. That's what the problem with this damn asshole the devil right now. Dumb people that should not fucking exist. Meghan was rude. You don't shut people down like that. And to think Joy Behar is older than her. Show some respect. The show is not about you. If you don't want to hear others' point of view, then leave the damn show. You're making it uninteresting. Always throwing tantrums. 2 more. Abby is not a good fit. Please replace her. Boring, boring, boring. Poor sense of humor. Really, sister? I ain't mad at you. She is boring, but you on that when the whole fucking thing is about this fat bitch. Little misplaced. Um, Megan, you're rude. Do you understand communication? Communication. 1. Listen. 2. Do not interrupt. 3. Body language. 4. Pitch and pitch of tone. 5. Respect the opinions of others. Learn to agree to disagree. You really adore Trump. Secretly, you may be a racist. I'm sorry, but actions speak louder than words. Are you trying to bully Joy or what? Get some manners and respect. Yeah, and like I say, but she also epitomizes the fact that a fat white bitch that looks like her can be on international television live. I remind you, The View is live. A fat white ugly bitch like her can be on TV and act like that to a woman of her senior, and it's fine. It's absolutely fine. It's absolutely fine. I am over it. Do you understand me? I am over it. I have no respect for her at all. I hope the bitch gets fired very soon, and I predict she will be, because I think that ratings will start to slip if they are not already. And you know, in the era of social media, I think, you know, because producers and advertisers will be looking at social media feeds to see what are the numbers of people that are pushing back and dissatisfied with her, and it all comes down to the numbers, and she will be out. Her and her fat ass. I'm over it. Anyways, the link for the video, the Loni video, damn it. The link for that is in the description box down below. The link for that is in the description box down below, everybody. You can go and watch that. Excuse me. Anybody that's not seen it, because like I say, it's a really good piece of work, and you know, like I said, I was mad when it was over, because it just flowed out of me, as with all of my videos, and I just need you to know there was no issue with that video or anything, so you can watch it. I'm linking it in the description box down below. I also want to say thank you to the recent donors to the GoFundMe. Thank you guys so much. To Donna as well for your $50 donation. I thank you so much. God bless you. Again, my people, this is a real campaign, everybody. It's a real campaign. And I'm absolutely aware of the fierce urgency of now. 2020 is going to be here. You understand? And I'm very serious about this move to Africa. And then the subsequent laying the path to be able to begin my work on the continent to bring my people there. All and any who want to come. But to build that bridge and demystify that process, time frame and everything, so people, because I've said to you a million times, I think a lot of us would have already been out of here. Most of us just don't know where to begin or what to do. And it becomes daunting and overwhelming, and we just like, nah, I don't think I could do that. Or we end up just taking a vacation somewhere else or doing something different. I'm serious. And so I say again to my people, the link for the GoFundMe is in the description box underneath this video, as it is under all my videos now. I am asking you, I implore you, give whatever is in your power to give. If you have $1, I am absolutely grateful for that dollar. Whatever you have in your power, please give that. As I've said, $10,000 is not a lot of money to raise. It just isn't. And I've also said, once you go to the GoFundMe, I encourage you to then go and click around the GoFundMe site and see the frivolous stuff that people are raising money for. And white people just raising $150,000 in one day and all this other junk. My cause is just, it is righteous, and I am a sincere man. And I only look to my people for help on anything. I don't need to look nowhere else. We are strong in numbers, and I need your help. This is the Jedi.